Alasa, can you see me? Hello? Can you see me? Hello, can you see me?
Hello, good afternoon. I can't see you now.
I don't know what's happening to my camera. Let me see if I can plug in an external camera.
Okay.
Why I can't see. Let me see if I can get another camera. Okay, can you see me now?
Okay, I can see you now. Yes, I can see you now.
This thing, Sha, from time to
Yeah.
time, it will just be messing up. Okay, so how are you?
I'm fine. How are you? How's the family?
Everybody's fine. We're good. Um, can you see me clearly?
Very clearly. Very clearly.
I had to attach another video camera to it. So, what's up? Tell me. Give me feedback.
What's up? Well, people are still buying, or not buying because it's free. People are still downloading the book. Basically. And then I'm working on the second one. Yeah, I'm working on my paid book now. So that's what's
This one has gone off again.
I can't see you anymore.
Check what the problem is. Okay, so it's back again.
Okay. Yeah, I can see you now.
Yeah, so tell me.
Yeah, I was saying people are still downloading the book, and then I'm currently working on my second book,
So how
the
many
paid
downloads
one.
have you had so far?
I
Because
think it's like it was 75 as of yesterday.
because the thing about knowing what is working is to be able to track what is working, because you cannot improve on what it's working if you're not able to
Mm,
track, that which
mm,
you cannot effectively track, you can't be able to
yeah.
work on. So you have to understand, check out the date when you started running the ads, and check out how many are downloading per day. It's important for you to
Mm,
know how many are downloading per day. Get so you'll be able to know
okay.
if everything is. So what I will advise is, what I do basically is that I wait till the end of the month. It all depends on you. I wait till the end
Okay.
of the month, and then I download all the emails, and then I upload them on my email application software. So yeah, so it depends on how, if you want to do yours every week, if you want to do yours every 72 hours, it's all up on you. I'm just sharing with you what I do.
Oh,
You get, so I run the ads, and then at the end of the month I just upload everything. So so that's it. So any other thing?
what's the range supposed to be like? Like
What's the
in a
what?
day? How many? Like if you're spending 2,000 naira, for example, for the ad
Yes.
daily. So like how many people roughly are you supposed to get?
So for me, it all depends, because my audience and your audience are different. I'm not this. Your
Mm,
audience is not the same, and what you're
yeah.
targeting is not the same thing that I'm targeting. So it all depends on what it is that you've created, and the people that you're targeting. So for me, I get like 20 to 25. Most times I get up to 30 emails per day. You get, but I didn't start out
Mm,
like that. On the first day, I think I started getting 10, then it
okay.
increased to like 12 to 15 to 20. I don't think I've gotten more than 30 in a day. So that's how
Okay.
it's been. Yeah. Even right now, I'm trying to, okay, which is what I'm going to share with you. I'm going to Owerri to do a photo shoot on the 3rd. And so I want to use a
Okay.
hotel. I want to use a hotel basically just for my books. I want to use a hotel,
Mm,
then like a picnic kind of arrangement. Different. I'm currently writing down. I'm currently writing down every. I'm currently writing down every of my idea for the photo shoot. I'm writing everything down.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
to stay. Also thinking about staying beside the swimming pool, wearing a Hawaiian shirt. All these kind of things, just to have different
Interesting.
visuals and all. So, what did you ask again? How many downloads? 20. Yeah. So I
Yeah,
get I
yeah.
get between 20
Interesting.
30 on a daily basis. which is,
Okay.
yeah. So,
That's
but
good.
one of the free ebooks that I created before, which I called, what was the title again? Publish It, Make Money. So I decided I'm going to stop giving it out for free. This morning I was going through Facebook and I saw what someone was selling. The guy, I had to screenshot the thing. Maybe I'll just show you, because what this is what how I get creatives, that I use in my designs. You get. So I
Mm.
stopped, and the guy said, "Take your Instagram to the next level. Just $7. That's it. Take your Instagram to the next level.
Okay.
Just $7."
Okay.
You know. So I screenshotted and I began thinking, "Oh, okay. What if I say only $2 for mine?" So instead of this free product, is a beautiful book actually, about 20 pages of the book, right? I think about 20 pages
Mm.
on book marketing. So I said, okay, people have read that book and they have really enjoyed it. So why don't I give it away for something cheap? Somebody can just spend money.
Mm.
So I came this morning. I was thinking, from this design that I got, why don't I make mine for just $2? And just $2, and then I'm going to run two separate ads to see which one that will convert. So the first one I want to do is that when they buy, they will when they buy for $2, they are redirected to my Your Book We Sell Academy. Sorry, my Your Book We Sell page. So that page now, I'm going to work on that page, with the new video I did, put the new video there, remove the old video that was there, and then I did something, which is something I think you can also check out and see how you can. For this particular book of yours, um,
Mm.
okay, let me tell you for my book. So what I did, for those who bought Your Book We Sell, I know you received that message that I said I sent a link for you to go and place a comment. Remember, on that post that I made on Facebook. So now all those comments that people made, I want to go and
Mm.
screen grab them, screen grab them and send them to my publisher. He has a good team on designs. So they're going to take all those screenshots and they're going to make it beautiful, and then they're going to place it on the website, the landing page for my book. In addition to the
Okay.
other videos from buyers. So what my
Mm.
strategy is this, all right? So if they buy it for $2, which is relatively cheap, then they
Mm.
will be redirected to Your Book We Sell. So the moment they get there, all right, the heading of the book, the heading of the this thing of the what's it called? The landing page will be 1,000 copies, 1,000 plus copies sold. So they get to read and all that, because we have already done more than 1,000 copies, and so
Okay.
I want to test out which one converts. So I'm going to send them directly to Your Book We Sell page, and then I'm going to send them to the video itself only on YouTube. So two different ads that will be running. So let me see how each one of them is converting. So that's the strategy. So
Mm. Okay.
for this book that you have done, that you're giving away for free, you can decide to start selling it for $1 or $2, as the case may be, in a month's time or in 2 months' time, and utilize the same strategy to be able to sell. So I just wanted to share that with you, and see
Do
what.
you have to announce it that it's now going to be paid, or you
No, I
just
don't
make
need
it
to
like
announce.
that?
I don't need to announce it. Though. What am I announcing it for? I don't need to announce. No,
Okay.
I don't need to announce it. It's just the same way that you're creating content and directing them. They will get there and they
Mm.
see it for just $2, and then they can decide to buy.
Mm.
You get
Okay.
is disposable money. All right, people can
Mm.
easily give away 500 $1 now. $2 is, let's say, 1,000 there. They can easily just give it
Mm.
away, to get the resource. So that's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so let's dive into it. Today we will be looking at some stress sales strategies that you're going to utilize to be able to make money. All right. So I'm not sharing slides with you today. I want you to
Okay.
write. All right. So I have my notes.
Okay.
So
Let me get my book then.
all right. I noticed that the last session that we had, you were kind of tired and you dozed off at some point.
Oh my goodness. I didn't know that was evident. Don't mind me. I was tired, but I was struggling to just push through.
So today you need to
I
write so
was
that you don't doze off today.
no, I'm okay today. I'm okay. I'm very okay. Yeah. All right.
Okay, so as I know I've shared this with you before, but you need to
Mm,
understand that when it comes to selling is first and foremost 80% psychological and 20% of the gimmicks and the techniques and the strategies.
mm,
So basically when it comes to selling, all right, two things that I teach people when it comes to selling,
mm,
the convictions and a redefinition of what sales is that can help them to be at peace with selling. So the convictions, I know I've shared that with you, but let's reiterate again. So the first conviction, I usually share three convictions. The first conviction
mm,
is that your product works. You need to be able to be convinced that your product works. So the products that you're creating,
mm.
they work. So that's the first
Yeah.
conviction that you have to have. The product that you're creating, they work. That's the first conviction. The second conviction is that when you place a price on your product, then be convinced that that price which you've placed on your product is worthy enough for people to buy it at at that amount. So you've placed a
Mm,
price on your product. You have to be convinced that the product is works, right? The product works, and that the price which you placed on your product is worthy enough for you to sell it. That's a key thing for you to understand. For example, my books. People tell me when I place my book for like 6,000 naira, I am convinced that it's going to sell at that amount because I know that the product works. All right.
mm.
Then
Okay.
understand that thirdly, you are the one who is creating the product, and at the same time, you're the one who is selling. You are worthy to sell. You're worthy,
Mm-hmm.
all right? Convinced in yourself that you're worthy to sell. So, in respect, because I know that this may not concern you, but I have seen a lot of individuals when they start to sell on Instagram or Facebook, then they
Mm,
see their friends and family come to tell them some funny things, all right? Um, some of them yap them, some of them use some printable words, some of them use very insensitive words. So
yeah.
if you convince yourself that you're worthy to sell what it is you're selling, irrespective of whatever people are telling you, you are convinced in yourself that you're worthy to sell that. And that is what
Mm,
makes me to wake up every day. And when I'm sharing the content I'm sharing on social media and I'm selling, I have these
mm,
three convictions, right? That I'm worthy to share with the world what I'm sharing with the world, because what I'm sharing, the product is good at a good price, and that I'm
mm.
worthy to share what I'm sharing. Okay, so does it make sense?
Yeah. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like when it comes to pricing, right? I don't know if this happens to you. Maybe it's just me. It happens to. Once you put a price, you know that it's worthy of that price, but then you feel like okay, maybe you should reduce it because some people won't buy. Or I know your market isn't for everybody. You know, you are supposed to have a target market and everything. But like I shared within my course, I feel like it's only those abroad that are ready to buy at a certain amount. So I probably have to bring it down to accommodate the Nigerian market, not because it is that price.
Yeah, so you need to understand this. Our markets are also peculiar, and they affect how we put the pricing on the product.
Mm,
Except if your product you have gained some brand relevance to the point that you can decide to place a very ridiculous amount, ridiculous relatively, all
yeah.
right, on your price on your product, then it can sell.
Mm,
Let's say, for example, that Coca-Cola sells their bottled water for 150 or 160
mm,
now, while others are
yeah.
still selling at 100 naira, right? So
Yeah.
if you're going to come into the market and you want to put your price at 150, the same way that Eva, you need to understand that Coca-Cola is a global brand. It may not be able to have that edge that they have. All right.
Mm,
For
mm,
us who are coaches, I was discussing with a coach friend of mine. He's based in the UK. This guy showed me the invoice that he prepared for a client. Trust me, I saw £3,000. And he said to me that even that £3,000 is just him trying to pity the client, that he charges £5,000 for a month
oh,
coaching. So
oh,
convert that amount to Naira, and that will tell you. And when he asked me how much do coaches actually charge in Nigeria, and I tell him, even the NLP programs that we have here in Nigeria, and you're telling
yeah.
people to pay 600,000 naira for 72 hours of teaching, which is
Mm.
6 hours per day, 7 hours, 7 days a week. They are still struggling
Yeah.
to even want to pay 600,000 naira. And the guy was like, wow, Nigeria is a peculiar place. And I said, yes, because coaching, we don't really, I don't know, Nigerians don't even understand the essence and the power that resides in coaching methodology, right? So he was like, okay, I think that's, and I told him people like Fela, people like sometimes they place these fees, and many people don't really run to pay for them. So our markets are also peculiar. You need to understand this. So, for example, in the city of Port Harcourt, where I am, I have tried to host a training for 25,000 twice. Not many people wanted to pay for it. So I told my team, instead of trying to struggle with the market, all right, let's step down to where they are. And then from there, we can start to increase. So right now, we're doing two things in the company. We're going to reduce the fee from 25,000 naira to 15,000 naira because we want the physical training to happen. All right. And then, secondly, we are exposing our brand. So we are doing what we call brand conversations every Friday, so that these people can start to know us, and then we can start to become like Coca-Cola to them. By the time we are connected to them, then we can sell something to them. You know, having connected with a brand, then they see the value and the validity, and then they want to pay higher. So the market really affects the way that we sometimes we put the prices on our products, especially to the particular audience that you're selling to. So if you're selling to students, you know that no matter how good your product is, there's a limit, there's a peg that you have to put on that product for students to actually buy it. So you need to understand that. That's how these things happen. That's how they work. So what we do most times to be able to grab at every stage of the market, which I've shared this with you, is the same thing that you see companies do. If you if you go out now in the market, you find out that there is what we call sachetization in the market that is happening. You're seeing milk in sachet. You're seeing Raid. I mean, Raid to the point of Raid. I don't know if you've seen it. That Raid mosquito repellent in
Yeah, I
sachet
know
form.
they do.
So they are grabbing every part of the market. There are those who will buy the sachet. There are those who will buy the big one, the tin. There are those who will buy big, big stuff. So you get
Mm.
every. So that's the same thing that we do in our market. So the $1, the $2, the $10, the $500, the $1,000. Like someone
Mm.
like you, most times I don't have up to 3, 4 clients like you in a month who are able to pay me that
Mm.
amount of money because of
Mm.
the kind of peculiarity of the Nigerian situation, and also understanding that American Nobis brand is also growing, because it will get to a
Mm.
point where only my name will command a certain kind of fee, and people who are coming to me
Yeah.
will say, yes, he's worthy, he has paid his dues. We can pay him £10,000 for him to even share exactly the same thing I'm doing with you. All right, so um, you need to understand that. So how you are able to tap into the market now is to be able to create these different bouquets of products, not necessarily on reducing what you've already got, but to create different bouquets, which is one of the things that we're going to be talking about today. All right, so you already understand that the foreign market is buying into what you've created. That's fine. Trust me, if you're able to if you're able to attract that foreign market and you're serving them, please maintain the tempo. All right, maintain the tempo. You get what I mean? All right.
Yes.
So
Yes.
maintain the tempo. If you're able to reach out to them, do not try to
Mm.
maintain the tempo and keep reaching out to them.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So that's it about the pricing thing. It happens to every one of us. Okay, so we are going to do something in the month of June to be able to track, all right, especially because your target is to make $1,000. And $1,000, based on what we are doing right now in the market, is between, I mean, based on the exchange rate right now in the market, is between 420,000 to 500,000 naira. So you have to write it down. The target for June is at least $1,000, which is 420. All right, 422.
Okay.
I have done $1,000 already this year, this month. So I
Okay.
I do what I
That,
teach. All right, so
that's
I've already done a thousand.
$1,000.
Yeah,
That's
so
like
what?
420,000 naira.
420 to 500,000. So that's the money you have to make from the following products that we're going to talk about.
Okay.
So number one, collaborations is a product that you can. Collaborations is a way of making money. So
Yeah.
you're going to find at least one person that you're going to collaborate with in the month of June. Collaboration
Okay.
in terms of complementary products. So, for example, um, my friend, my friend is a coach. I know I'm a coach, but she has a product which she's selling, which is telling people, which is training people how to start out their own coaching business. I don't do that. I don't have
Mm,
that system. So I collaborated with
mm,
her, brought her on my platform, and I had her teach people on my platform on how they can start up their own coaching business. All right. And then the people that paid, we split the money into two. And I got my share and she got
okay.
her share. You get, so we shared 50-50.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is what exactly collaboration is. So I'm not collaborating with someone who is into dog farming or somebody who is into, because I know my brand. I know the kind of people who are now connected to my brand, right? So even though I know people who love to be trained on dogs, I think it's a far off thing for me to go and bring somebody who
Yeah.
is
It
a
has to be
dog
complementary to what
dog
you do.
farmer, right? So you need to look for complementary
Mm,
products. So
mm,
if I see someone who is into Facebook marketing, fine. Someone who is into Facebook
mm.
ads, fine. Somebody who is into coaching business, good. Somebody who is into authoring,
Yeah.
fine. So these are complementary things that are in alignment with the brand that I'm building,
What you do.
what I do.
Yeah.
So we can have a collaboration where we make money. So now one of the collaborations I'm doing is this book that I'm this short ebook that I'm releasing on how people can make money using online challenges, right? So I connected with a
Mm,
woman. She has more than 10,000 people on her email list, and I spoke to her and she said, by all means, that's fine for me. So um, I'm going to give her the ebook. All right. I'm going to give her the ebook to share to her brand, to her people. I'm going to give her the link to share to her people. And
mm.
at the back end of it is when people download the book, the thing is going to open up my $3 challenge so that they can sign up for the $3 challenge. All right. So that's the collaboration. So that's it. So you have to find collaboration is one way that you can make money. All right.
Yeah.
So, and for you to be able to make that money, all right, you have to be able to track. So you have said in the month of June, I'm going to make $500,000. So how will $500,000 come? That is how, I mean, how will 500,000 naira come? This is how we are breaking everything down. So
Mm,
collaboration. Number one, collaboration. So collaboration, right? How much do I want
yeah.
to make from collaboration? You have to state it
Mm,
down. And realize, please, that
okay.
when it comes to goal setting, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get everything, but
Yeah.
it's going to guide you. You get what I
Write
mean?
it down.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's going to guide you on the activities that you have to put in place to be able to make that money. So you write it down. You're not writing it down today, but I want to see
Okay.
it by the time we are done. You go through them and you think. The second
Okay.
thing is your online course. How much do you want to make from your online course?
Mm,
The third one
okay.
is your ebooks. And I'm glad that you say that
Okay.
you're writing your first. So you see that you've done your first ebook. It's sweeting you now, Abby. You now want to now do the second. You see that it's not so difficult. People think that you have to
Yeah.
bring all the. People think that they have to bring all the everything on earth to put inside of a book, and then that's when they
Mm,
they believe that the book is actually worthy to be sold. No, as long
mm,
as you are sticking to the truth, as long as you're sticking to the principles of greatness, as long as you are pouring out your heart in a way that is not making people, how do I put it in the word now, as long as you're pouring out your heart in a way that is genuine, in a way that is your intention is to be a blessing. All right, it doesn't
yeah.
matter the
Yeah.
volume of the book, people will buy it. That's the truth.
Mm,
Okay,
mm.
so your ebooks, how much is going to come from your ebooks? The next
Okay.
one is your consultation. I hope you're writing down your consultation. How much is going to come
Consult.
from your consultations? And you need to realize the fact that the more consultations that you do, the more that you can make money. I don't know if you've seen this post of mine where I am now asking people, I'm deliberately doing it. I'm telling people that I'm telling people that And by the way, I don't know if it would be okay for for me to use this video as a means to tell people what I do, if that's fine for you. All right. And
Okay.
so, what I'm doing right now is that I'm telling people, look, I want to open up slots for consultations in the month of June. Okay.
Mm,
10 slots. So each slot is 27,500 naira, right? And
okay.
then you book the slots. So 10 slots in a month, that's about 275,000 naira already from
Mm,
consultations already only.
mm,
All right. So just the same way I'm doing what I'm doing with you now, we set up the Zoom call and I'm sharing with you from my notes and I'm making consultations. All right. And
yeah.
for 90 minutes, and I send the person the recording. Like, correct me right now, immediately I go live on Zoom with you, is recording right now on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I set it that way, when I sent you the link. So
Mm,
consultations, all right, consultations. You
okay.
have to ask for as many, put out the post, let people start to consult until you fill your slots. You shouldn't stop making those posts,
Okay.
all right, until you fill the
Okay.
slots that you need to have in the month of June. Okay. So I've
Yeah.
set out 2 days in a week to be doing consultations. So I can do two consultations each of those days, do one at 12 p.m. and do another one at 3 p.m. So Tuesdays and Thursdays are the days I've set out to strictly focus on consultations with the individuals, set 90 minutes each. And I will have to keep putting out the posts, sending out emails, putting out on Instagram,
Mm,
and and let people come to have consultations with me regarding their business challenges. So how much do you want to make? So you see that I've said 10 that I can handle in a month. So that means
mm,
I'm gunning for
yeah.
275,000 naira in a month from 10 consultations. Okay.
Mm,
The next
yeah.
one is your speaking gig. So your speaking gig, yes, I know that you may not be able to put a lead or put a handle on how much that you can make from speaking gigs. So let's say, for example, I mean, on your invitations also, you can't. Only what you can do is to present yourself to the world that you can speak, but you cannot have a
Mm,
control on the number of speaking invitations that you can have in a month. All right, so you can put a hand on that. So that's
mm,
something. But then, as I said, it's increasing the possibilities of having people to connect with you. All right, that's your role, and
okay.
your role, that increasing that possibility, is being able to put yourself out there in the world and tell them there's nothing wrong with telling people. I don't know if you've seen this post that people do. People come out on Facebook and say, um, I don't know if you guys have ever met me before, but this is who I am. They tell you their name and they begin to, I don't know, people started doing those kind of posts recently. And I love it
Oh,
because it's a
really?
way, I don't know if you've seen that. Have you seen that recently? Have you
No,
seen that?
no, I'm not saying
Oh, check. Some
it.
people come out and say, I'm thinking that you just followed me on my timeline and you're just new to my brand. Okay, by the way, this is who I am, my name, what I
Okay,
do. I
okay,
don't know if
yes,
you've seen that kind of thing.
yes,
And I love it because
yes, I have
it's a way of putting yourself out there, let people know
introduced
what you're
yourself.
doing is interesting. And you never can tell people. I've never done it, but I've never done it in the way that they're doing it. But I think it's a great way to put yourself out there and let people. So if you share to the world that you can speak at their events on this and that and this and that, you can get a speaking gig. And don't think speaking gigs are only for people who are motivational, or that this industry that you are in right now, that you're spearheading, you're leading as a leader, people need to
Mm,
listen to what you've got to share. And you can do that
mm,
during speaking engagements. Okay. The next thing I want you to think about is your online challenge. And I want you to do one online challenge in the month of June. So you have to write it down. You have to do one online challenge.
interestingly, I have a challenge,
Oh, good.
which I created last time. I think it was last year, but it was free. I did it twice in the year,
No, so
and it
this
was
one,
free.
this one is
I
not going to
tried
be
to
free.
do it. Yeah, I want to put a price tag on it.
Yes.
But it was so discouraging to me because I tried to run an ad, just for 1,000, and I saw so many clicks for not a single payment. I don't know what went wrong.
Because you didn't do the ads
I
well.
don't.
Maybe.
Yeah, I wasn't even the one who did the ads. I even gave it to someone. I don't
Maybe you
understand
didn't
what
do the
happened. So
ads
many
well.
clicks. nothing. Probably. But I want to try it again. I want to put it price
Yeah.
tag because
So
I
you have
have
to
all the videos. Everything is ready.
fine. So
So,
this is one of the things I want to do for my brand. So I want my challenges to be evergreen, and I'm going to explain to you what I mean by my challenges being evergreen. So I can decide to have a okay. I'm trying to find a way to start out to share this with you. Okay, so the thing is that my challenge has to be evergreen. What it means by being evergreen is that it's consistently relevant and it's not time constrained. You get what I mean? So I can decide to
yeah.
do a challenge that helps people to be able to market their books. Let me give you an example. And it's going to be a 7-day challenge. All right, what they have to do on a daily
Okay.
basis to be able to make their books to market. All right. What I'm trying to
Mm,
do now, yesterday I found a place where I can go to do my video recording. So the videos will be like 10 to 15 minutes every day, what they are going to do to be able to sell their books. All right. So I'm going to take my videographer to go there. It's a 2-bedroom apartment for letting out. These apartments where people let out. You can stay there. So I can rent it
mm,
for a night, and then we shoot the videos the entire day. And
mm,
then when I have those, as you just said right now, the background is beautiful because I just want to present something that is astounding and good. All right, not just with
mm,
my phone, a properly recorded video, 7 video sessions. And so I put everything in a folder, right? And I can run
mm,
the challenge continuously. What I mean is that I can run the challenge this month, and then I run the challenge again next 2 months, and I run the challenge again next. The same video content. I'm not changing anything. So all I'm doing is to market it to a new set of
mm,
audience. All right.
mm,
And then, so you think of it in that direction. Think of it that way. You have all your video content. So in the video content, you're not talking dates. You're not saying anything about dates because it now becomes time constrained, right? You can't say in the month of June,
exactly.
this month of June, or hey guys, this is the month of June,
No.
welcome, and all those. No, 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 no.
The thing though is that my challenge was 5 days. So I thought, okay, this is day one, this is day two, but there's no date. Whatever, because I knew I'll be doing it at different times. So you
Okay,
have day one, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. The
fantastic,
5 is
fantastic,
like,
fantastic. So
yeah.
that's it. So you're going to do a challenge in the month of June. All right. You're going to do a challenge in the month of June. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So that's one product. All right. So the other product, webinars. So you're going to do for me 2 webinars in the month of June.
2 webinars. Oh,
Yes.
wow.
So
I've never done a webinar before,
this thing we
ever.
are doing is webinar now. You don't know.
Is it?
Yes. So you
Well,
invite.
yes. It's just that you're not doing it
What is webinar? Webinar is you are doing something, a teaching that is web
like
based. That's all. Whether it's going to be in the Facebook group or whether it's going to be on Zoom, whatever. But I will advise you to do it on Zoom. Like as I'm working with you now, the whole thing is recording. And immediately we are done, the records and downloads and this amazingly beautiful. You get. So 2 webinars. Now you're asking, okay, when will this challenge be? And when June, I don't know how many weeks are in June. I think there are 5 weeks in June. So you're starting now.
I
What
think
this
it's
is doing
four.
now, think about it. I'm not saying you're going to make all the money. No, you're not going to make all the money. But I want to put you in
Yeah.
this zone where you have to start to create. And then when you are done this, it becomes a part of you. And then you can repeat this even when we are done with this our experience. All right. So there are 4 weeks in the month of June. You're going to split. You have two
Okay.
webinars and one challenge. So the one challenge you can use 2 weeks to market it. How many days will be your challenge? How many days will be your challenge? How many days are your challenge?
5 days.
5 days. Fine.
5 days.
So you use 2 weeks
5
to market your challenge. Okay. You use 2 weeks
days.
to market your challenge. The moment that your challenge starts, the day that your challenge starts, you start marketing your first webinar. Does it make sense? You start marketing your first webinar. The webinar will be just one day. Don't put it more. And the webinar can be 1 hour, 2 hours. You're using Zoom to teach it, and you're using slides. You have done it before. You've set up Zoom before. You can show your slides. The same thing that you did with me. That's it. You set the
Mm,
recording, and everything. You let people into the, because me, I let you in, so you can have it that you're letting people in and you're looking at people who have paid and you let them in and then you start the training. Okay.
mm,
All
mm,
right. So the moment that webinar starts, the moment you do that webinar on a Saturday, by Sunday you are
mm.
marketing again the next webinar. That's how you're going to
Isn't
spread it.
that too many things in a month?
Sorry.
Is it not too much putting so much in a month? Won't people get, I
It
don't know,
does. That's what I'm saying.
confused?
It's not confusing anybody. Now listen to it. I said when we start out in the first week
Mm,
of June, you have between now and
yeah,
the 1st of June to plan your challenge. Please, I need you to plan the challenge. Yeah, I'm putting a lot of pressure on you, but that's nice because you just create it and then it works. So between now and the 1st of June, today is what? Today is 29th, right? So between now and the 1st of June, you have to plan the challenge. The moment we get on the 1st of June, I know that you're using your Canva to create your design. So that's not a big deal for you. I'm not telling you to go and hire a designer now and all that. You are good at using
yeah.
your Canva to do your design. So use your Canva to do your design to create the marketing visuals for your challenge. Now, I said when you start from the 1st of June, between the 1st of June to the 14th of June, all right? Between the 1st of
Mm,
June to the
mm,
14th of June, you are creating marketing messages so that people can sign up for the challenge. The
mm.
moment this challenge starts, you are still doing the challenge. You're right. You're doing the challenge, but
But
nobody.
you still market something else.
You start to market the webinar. Does it make sense?
Mm,
The challenge, you have already
yeah.
recorded the videos of challenge, so that's not a problem. So you're doing your challenge, you start marketing your webinar. I want your webinar to be just a week. Market it for a week, and then you do the webinar on a Saturday. When you're done with the webinar on the Saturday, the next Sunday you start marketing the second webinar. So you're doing webinars that have two different
Sure.
topics. Two different
Okay.
topics. And please note this, Asa, you need to understand this, right? The free content that
Mm,
you have created since on your Instagram, go back to
yeah.
them, to last year, to 2 years. I don't know when you started on Instagram, 2 years ago. Take those same content. Those are the things you're going to be teaching in the paid webinars. See,
Wow.
you need to realize this. You're not creating new content again. Go back
Mm,
to the ones that you have done before. And
mm.
I don't know when you started on Instagram. Those great
Yeah.
content,
2018.
both the carousels, both the body that you have been creating, I've been seeing your content, great content. Those are the things that you're going to prepare on your slides. And then you need to start
Okay.
adding. Now, let me tell you one thing. I wrote a post about it. I said, number one, people forget the posts that I have been doing on my Instagram, on my Facebook. Those are the things that I take and I also put in form of a book and
Mm,
people buy. Mm-hmm.
mm, mm.
So
Yeah.
don't be thinking to crack your head and say new content that
Mm,
you're going to blow them and everything. No, go
mm,
back to those content.
mm,
Now, people forget. Secondly, people love novelty. They love new things. So what you're going to do is that all these things that you have created before, you are going to add
mm.
pepper. You are going to add crayfish. You're going to add salt. You're going to add
Make it
some,
sweeter.
make it sweeter. Use scenarios.
Yeah.
Use illustrations. Use
Mm,
to sweeten the experience. Same old
mm.
content, but you're sweetening the experience. Does it make sense? Those are the things that you're going
Makes
to
sense.
use for your webinar. So don't go and be cracking your head now and be thinking. So out of all those topics that you have created before in the past, go and take
Yeah.
two solid topics that you know that people, how do you know? When you go to your post, go and check the posts that have been highly um, engaged. That's to tell
Mm.
you sometimes where the problem of people lie.
Lie. Yeah.
You get what I
Yeah.
mean? So you
Mm-hmm.
take the ones that people have really been connecting with, and that's where the problem of people lie. Does it make sense?
Okay. It
So
makes sense.
yes, so you go to do that and create the webinar.
Mm.
So I've given you within a month what you ought to do.
Mm.
And
This is a
please,
lot.
when you, yes, it's a lot. I need you to feel the pressure. When you are done with this, it now provides a template for you to really start to do other things and you see the results, incremental results. The target
Mm.
is $1,000 in the month of June. That's your target. It can be more, but I want us to at least meet that target. It's a
Mm.
lot. The month of June is you are going to face a lot of pressure. Now the next thing is these two products. These two products. I love
Digital
how
products are books
yeah, I'm coming.
and
These two
courses.
products. Now I'm talking about videos.
Okay.
Now I loved how you did the video that you did. You are good. You are good at video, and I love it. I love it absolutely. I mean,
Thank you.
the video you
Yeah.
sent me for the YouTube video, right? But the only thing
Mm.
I advise you is to be looking into the camera. Like you see now, I'm looking into the camera. I'm not looking at my screen. I'm
Yeah.
looking at the camera because I need you to be seeing my eyes, right?
Mm.
So
Mm.
you just have to start looking into the camera, and then also do not allow people to see your jaw. Don't place your camera below you so that they start seeing your jaw. They
Okay.
don't need to see your jaw. Place the camera at eye
At
level.
eye level. Okay.
My camera is just below eye level, and that's why you're able to see some part of my face, right? And
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
because me and you are doing Zoom meetings. But if I'm putting out something for the
Okay.
public, eye level, so that you're engaging them,
Okay.
you're looking into the camera, all right?
It's okay.
So one of the things that make people to buy something is if
Mm.
you stack in bonuses. That's why people buy something. If you stack in bonuses, is one of the reasons people buy.
Mm.
People may be seeing your content here, oh, nice, nice, nice. But the moment you stack in some bonuses that make it look so big for some amount of
Mm.
money, then they tend to buy.
Mm.
And let me tell you what I did. So I've been sharing about how to blow on social media, and people have been looking at it, looking at it. I said, okay. I said, I did some videos in January, and those videos really made
Mm.
sense to other people. Okay, why don't I
Mm.
take those videos? Because those videos are on my laptop. Why don't I take those videos and put them as bonuses? I don't know if you saw that post that I made one time about. So I put everything together, all those videos are on my laptop. I brought out 8 of
Mm.
them. I have close to in that
Mm.
January. I did close to like 15 videos or 20 videos.
Mm.
I just took 8 out of them, topics that I knew that
Mm.
people want to watch, and I put all those
Mm.
videos and I uploaded them on a link that I use.
Mm.
You know that same link that I
Okay.
sent. You know the link that I sent to you now, the We transfer
Yeah.
link.
Yeah.
So I uploaded all those videos
Yeah.
and I extracted the link, and that was what I used to market that book. And I said, if you buy this book, you're going to get all these 8 videos as bonuses. This, that people started to buy.
Mm.
Same individuals who were not really this how to blow. What does it mean, self? About they began to
Mm.
buy. So
I
what
love
will
the
you do?
bonus.
What will you also do in the month of June? 2 things. Either you decide to go live on Facebook. Please don't use Instagram because Instagram videos are like this. They are inverted triangle, inverted rectangle. Facebook is good
Mm.
because the videos are like this. Videos are not like this.
Yeah. Landscape.
So the videos are
Yeah. For
landscape.
my challenge, I actually went live. I used
Fine,
StreamYard.
good.
That was last year. Mm.
So you can decide to use StreamYard and teach stuff. I need you to make 15 videos of 10 minutes each. You can teach something just within 10 minutes. All those videos that I taught, the maximum was about 30 minutes because that one was lengthy. But the other ones were 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You don't need to use a slide. You don't even need to be just with you can put your stuff here and the camera is
Mm.
in your face. You look at your
Mm.
teaching, your point, and you teach for 10 minutes. You can either decide to go live or you decide to record it. And please do not be too careful about imperfection. It's going to be too perfect. No, please. I've already watched your video. You're not the type that you're not and I've seen that you can speak and you have the good
Mm.
tonality, you have the good intonation. So please
Mm.
either you go live. Sometimes the issues that we have with live is network. You're going live,
Yeah.
just "Hey, anybody, can you see me?" And all. No, no, no. In that
Mm.
video, in those, you don't need to be telling them who is live or please. No, 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 no. just go live and start teaching. So either you go live, it can be on your page, it can be on your profile. Either you go live or you record the videos. I will advise recording. For me, I will advise recording
It's so
because
much easier. Yeah, less
yeah, it's so much easier.
attention.
So you can record it. You can be looking at your phone. I don't know. Maybe I've never shown you. So let me show you my stuff that I use in my. Are you seeing my board?
Yes, I can
That's
see
my
that.
whiteboard that I
Yeah.
use. All right, that's the whiteboard that I use for my. I put all my points on the whiteboard, and then I put my eye there, read it, and I go back to the camera and I teach. Who cares? I'm retaking my point, and I'm some people like don't look at anything. Oh boy, I don't care. I don't send. I take my point and I come back to the camera and I'm teaching. And nobody has ever complained that my eyes were going. No, no, nobody. As long as my eye goes back to the camera, I take my point and I go back to the camera and I'm teaching from my heart, giving you lessons and experiences and everything. So in the month of June, you're going to do 15 videos. These videos are the videos that I are going to be using as bonuses for your marketing. So if somebody is going to come on your online challenge, they will have extra bonuses. If somebody is going to come for your webinars, they have bonuses. If somebody is going to come for your whatever online course, ebook, you have bonuses. These are the things that people, when you stack them like that, people are going to buy. So you choose from the videos. You can either decide to stack 5 today. Next time that you're doing the challenge again, you take another 5 from the pool that you stack together and use them as bonuses. These trust me, this makes people to buy because we have a lot eye. People like big. So I was selling the
Quality.
book for 1,499 naira. But those videos, if I'm going to price the teachings I taught in those videos, I could price them for close to 100,000. So I tell people, this video is worth this, this video is worth this, this video is worth this. Total is 100,000 naira, but they're going to get all these things because you paid 1,499 naira. People are like, woo, 100,000 bucks for just 1,499. They buy. That's how it is. So does it make sense at all?
It makes sense. Makes sense.
Any question whatsoever?
Not, not yet.
So the last one is your influencer marketing. How much are you going to make from influencer
Okay,
marketing?
that's like product reviews and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I told you that I was going to do influencer marketing for brands. Remember? I told you that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just yesterday, one company paid. It's not so much, 100,000. That's what the company paid for me to do a
For
three
one
minute.
video.
Yeah, just one video, 3-minute video, and they paid 70,000 for me to run Facebook. I didn't want to charge them for Facebook ads. I just told them pay me that money. I'll put it on my
Mm.
Facebook, and then I'll run the video. I will
Okay.
run an ad to the video. I'm not paying you for my services. I already have just because it's something I'm testing out. Then when this thing starts to work, then I'm going to charge a whole lot
Mm.
more for influencer marketing. I can even be charging up to 500 grand or 1 million naira for me to do a 2-minute video. And then I'm going to charge them. Okay, if I charge them 2 million naira, I'm not going to charge them for running ads. So the money is just within the ads. So, but I decided to test and this thing is working. So I'm going to shoot the video. I'm also going to shoot for Bamboo and I'm going to Lagos to shoot for Warrital like that. Before, when I start
Mm.
releasing these videos now, people will start, oh, Emeka, oh, wow, amazing. Oh, and they will call me to also do the same thing for their brand. So influencer marketing is a way. So
Mm.
will I go out and say, hire me to do influencer marketing? Yes, because people need to hear it. So for you that you're doing your, for you that you are doing your natural hair products, there are so many
Mm.
companies, natural hair products that you can review for. They send you their
Mm.
products, they pay you, you use the products and you review,
Mm.
and they pay you for that. So you need to
Yeah.
start thinking of that as a product that you can create. It's
Mm.
really, really important. All right. So collaborations, online courses, ebooks, consultation, speaking gigs, online challenge, webinars, these 2 products, as I said, the 15 videos are going to create influencer marketing. Okay. All right. So the next thing that you have to start to do is to have a calendar for your content creation. I know that you're already doing great content. All right. So the key way to start to sell is by itemizing the problems that your product. I know you've done it before. Remember, we did it before.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know how many that you were able to write down. Were they up to 50?
50, no.
How many
I
did you
think there
write
were
down?
probably like 10, 8 to 10, thereabout. Yeah.
Now, do you know that for you to be able to know the problems that you can create solutions around and products around,
Mm.
do you know that sometimes the comment section is where you find those problems? I don't know if you've noticed that.
Yes, definitely. Definitely, yes. I pay
So
attention.
you can go back to your 2020 posts, and go and be checking the comments that people are. Somebody, I washed my hair. Ah, the thing was too tangly and all that. That's the problem.
Mm.
Oh, I did this. Ah, the hair didn't dry, or even and I had to go to dryer. That's the problem.
Mm.
Oh, I was with my husband and my husband was touching it and the thing was too rough on his hand and he explained, this is your hair, sir. It's a
Mm.
problem. You get what I
Wow.
mean?
Yeah.
Because even the natural hair that you're keeping is affecting us too as men.
Mm.
Maybe you're not seeing it from that perspective. It's also a problem.
Mm.
I want to be able to, maybe when I'm touching my wife's hair, I don't need all that, that. So how can
Mm.
someone who has natural hair, make it a way that I went for a meeting and I saw a lady with natural hair and I was like, man, this is beautiful. I remember and so when we were done with the meeting, I was like, can I touch the hair? And she was so excited that I
Mm.
wanted to touch the hair. She bent and then she wanted me and I touched it and I mean, I could see the glow on her face.
Excitement,
She
really.
was she
She's
was so
proud of it.
excited that she was proud of it that she bent for me to touch the hair. She was a little bit taller
Mm.
than me, but the way she just leaned and wanted me to touch the
Mm.
hair, it was amazing. So that's to tell you that imagine the girl is in a relationship with her boyfriend or with her husband or some. I mean, she would love that kind of thing too, right? So
Mm.
I began to look at the emotional connection between the hair thing and you know confidence
Mm.
and feelings of greatness and all that
Mm.
kind of stuff. So but if that hair wasn't so good to touch, mm, the connection wouldn't have been there. So you see that even the hair, not just for you alone, but for the stakeholders, and stakeholders are husbands and boyfriends and you know
Exactly.
some of our bosses too, Seth, that kind of thing. Because if it's not looking so beautiful, I don't know. Back then
They'll
when I
be
was
an
working in Cypem,
yeah.
we had the way of looking at the girls who are working with us. If you're not looking so
Mm.
touche and nice, that kind of
Mm.
stuff. So
Yeah.
you have to start looking at it from that perspective, and look at when the comment section are the where the problems are. No matter how, and then you see which connects to the next thing. You become a collector of expressions of people
Mm.
that you serve. You have to learn how to be collecting the expressions, how they express the problem that they're experiencing. Do you get
Mm.
how they
Yeah.
express the problems they're experiencing? That you have to be a collector. So when I see how people are expressing their frustrations, their anger, the challenges that they are currently experiencing in their I, I I speak back that same word to them in
Mm.
my marketing message.
Okay. Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So somebody says to me, I've launched on I've launched my book on Amazon and it's not selling well. I take it exactly the same way the person has said it. I don't want to rationalize it. I don't want to critically use my brain of analysis to. That's the way they have spoken the word, and
Mm.
that person represents a whole lot other individuals who are expressing frustration in that regard. Does it make
Yeah.
sense?
True. Yeah.
And somebody says, "I've been on Facebook, I've been on social media, but I'm not growing influence." That's the problem. That's the way they express themselves. So within the space of what I can provide a solution, right? I am receiving, I'm documenting how people are expressing them. I'm a collector of expressions, a collector
Mm.
of expressions of people. That's how you remark it back to them. And the moment they read that, they're like, oh, this person understands me. When they feel that you
Yeah.
understand them, that you are walking in their shoes, then they see you as the God in their lives that has the
Mm,
solution that they are looking for. That's how it works. So the moment that they feel, by virtue of the fact that you're expressing in a way that they have already expressed themselves, they see you as God in their lives that has the solution that they are looking for. That's how it works. So you have to become a collector of expressions. So I said those problems that you've shared, you've written down, you have to put them, more 20, 30, as many as they are. All right? Very, very important. So far, what do you feel?
I feel challenged. Like I would have never done all of this ever, like in 1 month. So
That's
it's a
what we
big
have to
challenge.
do. It's a big challenge. Then the next
Yeah.
thing when
But
it
even
comes,
even the product reviews I've done, there were people who came to me. I have never once, like created a letter and sent out to a brand that I want to. Yeah.
okay, good. So
People were
um that's it. Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to stop here today, and we're going to do another session on Tuesday. So I need you to go do these things, and I'm on Tuesday. Before I go into this session again, I have a lot of things I have to share with you concerning sales. So,
okay.
but I want you to, go out, do this thing that we have spoken about, and then you give me feedback first and foremost before we go into the session again. Okay?
Okay.
So
Okay.
do it, and
Yeah.
then on Tuesday we have a session, and then we will look through what you've done, and then I will go through more other sales strategies that we can utilize. All right.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay. So my regards to your family. Greet your
I
husband for
will. Thank
me
you.
and your
I
kids.
will. My regards to your family as well.
All right. Bye.
All right.